Karthik is a lean, athletic 17-year-old with warm, sun-kissed brown skin and a quick, easy smile that makes him instantly likable. Everyone calls him hero of the Kaveri. His shoulders are broad from helping his father, and his hands are calloused but nimble from loading crates and tying ropes. He always wears simple cotton shirt, loose trousers, often barefoot, with a small talisman tucked into his shirt that he fingers when nervous. Dawn in Mannarpuram, as Karthik helps his father Ramasamy load jasmine and mango crates for the Kumbakonam market, sunlight on his quick smile and calloused hands. At St. Joseph's School, Karthik answers a question with ease, classmates nudging him and whispering about his looks, while his eyes drift to the Kaveri bend beyond the paddy fields. Meenakshi tucks a small talisman into Karthik's shirt and reminds him again to be careful near the river because he cannot swim well, and Karthik nods with polite impatience. After school, Arjun Bala and Siva arrive with plans for the deep pool by the old neem tree near the ferry point, their laughter bright and daring. Karthik's parents stand at the doorway on Mariamman Street, voices low and firm as they warn him the current is strong after the rains, and Karthik forces a smile and says he will be careful. The boys race through sugarcane paths toward the Kaveri, splashing through irrigation channels and teasing each other about who will jump the highest. They strip 2 shorts and leap from a laterite ledge into the cool water, sun catching droplets as they surface and push each other in rough, playful ways. Karthik hesitates at the edge, watching the others dive with ease, the old fear like a stone in his gut, and he forces himself forward when Bala calls him. A playful shove sends Karthik off balance and he plunges into deeper water than he expected, the cold stealing his breath and the current grabbing at his legs. Panic flares as he kicks and splashes, lungs burning for air while the river tugs him toward the deeper channel and the boys' shouts above blur into distant noise. Under the surface, his father's voice returns. Test the depth. Learn to float. Never go alone, each remembered phrase cutting through the panic like a sharp regret. His mother's hands appear in memory, smoothing his hair and saying, "Listen to the elders." Child, and the weight of every ignored warning presses on him like a stone. Karthik fights with clumsy strokes, tasting iron and mud, feeling the laterite ledge slip farther away as the current seems to mock his struggle. Above the water, the boys' faces shift from laughter to horror, as they realize the joke has gone too far and scramble for ropes and lanterns. Villagers run toward the ferry point, feet pounding the path, Ramasamy among them calling Karthik's name until his voice breaks with fear. Karthik's strength fades. Grief and regret fold into the cold as he thinks of ledgers, mango trees, and promises he had not yet kept. A hush falls. His chest tightens, and his heart falters until stillness takes him, and the river holds him like a quiet cradle. A hush falls. His chest tightens, and his heart falters until stillness takes him, and the river holds him like a quiet cradle. The wish is granted, and Karthik feels himself change into a presence that can move through reeds, ripple the surface, and nudge small hands toward safety. Above, villagers pull a limp body from the water and rush him home, while Meenakshi, Keens, and Ramasamy holds the boy as if he could stitch him back together. The village elder speaks of rites and prayers by the riverbank and the family lights a lamp as the priest performs last rites near the neem tree. Mannarpuram and neighboring hamlets learn of the loss, and grief settles over the market and fields like a low cloud. Ramasamy and Meenakshi build a simple shrine and later Sri Ayanar Aman Kovel on the riverbank in Karthik's memory, lighting a lamp that burns for their son. At night, Karthik's presence moves along the bank, tugging ropes, loosening knots, and sending sudden breezes that push drifting children toward shallows. Mothers whisper that someone watches over the Kaverian fishermen. Leave jasmine garlands at the shrine in thanks when a child is saved. The friends who pushed him carry guilt. Bela wakes in sweat with Karthik's face under the water. Arjun teaches children to swim, and Siva helps Ramasamy at the market to make small amends. Meenakshi sits by the shrine each evening, lighting a lamp and sometimes feeling a cool touch on her hand when a child is pulled from the river. Karthik presses nightly against the current, wishing to reverse time and heal his parents' wound, but the river keeps its course, and time does not bend. The shrine becomes a place of ritual and caution. Parents tell Karthik's story to their children before they let them near the water and tie threads to the temple rail in thanks. Years pass, and on festival days, Sri Ayanar Aman Kovel fills with color and prayers. And Karthik's presence remains patient and watchful, carrying regret like a lantern and a promise to protect.